On YouTube. Today I wanted to start up a new series. It's going to be on the new 70th anniversary specs that are going to be coming out next year. There's around 70 of them, and we're going to do around 10 specs per episode. So they're going to be around 7 episodes to this series. We're going to go from 1947 to 1953 in this episode, but the liveries go all the way to 2017, all the way up to modern era, and we're just going to go through the years, 10 cars per episode. Yeah, let's get into the first livery slash spec slash 1947 car. Yeah, let's get into it. So the first spec slash livery we're going to get into is number 1, the Icon. Racing car, the 125S, and it's more of a basic spec. It's just, dark red with black leather interior with the number 56 on the side to represent the racing heritage of this very first Ferrari. It's very basic, nothing really else to say about it. 1947, very first racing car made by Enzo Ferrari and his team. Very simple, very simple. Second spec is the quintessential gentleman driver's Ferrari. That's what the spec is called. Very long name, and it was based off the 195S Touring Berlinetta. Based off the 1950 195S Touring Berlinetta, and the spec on the upcoming Ferraris, it's going to be like a light steel blue in that range, and the interior is going to be like creamer Daytona style seat with black leather inserts. Another very basic spec, but these first few specs in the earlier range, like 1950, 1980, very simple specs, steel blue, it's very nice color, and creamer interior, Daytona style seats with black leather inserts. Nothing too special. It's a nice spec though. 3 spec, the Agnelli. Am I saying that right? I don't know. It's based off the 1950 166mm Touring Barchetta. Yeah, this is just another very base spec. I wouldn't say it's base, but the livery and everything is pretty base, nothing too exciting like the ones that are going to be coming in the future. It's a darker blue, very dark blue compared to the last spec we looked at, and the interior is like a more tan leather. Nothing too special about it. Looks like there's like some darker Alcantara around the dash. Nothing really else to say about this one. Nothing too special to me. I would still drive. And then at number 4 is a model of sophistication. The 195 Inter Touring Coupe. Still 1950 car, but this one is actually pretty interesting. The exterior is just like a beige, I don't know, gold, bronzish. It's an interesting color on the exterior, but what's really interesting about this spec is the interior, the seats and the leather wrapped around the dash and everything. This has like a creamer tan insert and then darker tan leather surrounding it, and like coming across like the passenger seat you get that dark tan. Very cool interior on this one, and the doors also have the, like, on the interior, like the lighter tan creamer leather, and wrapping around it is the darker tan. I actually really like this interior. Very interesting. What do you guys think about it? Number 5, the legendary 16. This is inspired by the 340 America Barchetta. Like the very first one we looked at, it's got a big 16 on the side, dark red paint on the exterior, but the interior leather, it's like this more worn looking tan leather. Interesting, you know, still another base, you know, not too interesting, just a 16 on the side, dark red paint. I think it's like Rosso Fuco or something like that. Not really sure on the name, but yeah, nothing too special. This one is based off like a 1951. We're bumping up a year from the last couple we looked at, and yeah, nothing too special here. The Crimson Celebration. This one is inspired by the 212 Inter Vignale Cabriolet 1951. Inspired color, but it has subtle differences based on the car that you get. So in the 488, where the intake is, there's how you have that like centerpiece that's silver, and on the GTC4 Lusso, the louvres or intakes that cool the air into the wheel well, those are in a more silver color too. Still another base one, but with subtle hints. I'm not seeing too much differences on the F12 Berlinetta. It's just the red, the dark wine red, silver rims. The interior is just a lighter tan, but not quite creamer. Interesting, I guess. Nothing else to say. The Stunningly Simple. This one is inspired by the 212 Inter Vignale Coupe. The last one we looked at was the Cabriolet. This one is the Coupe. Still, oh, this one is 1952. The last one was 1951. Exterior, the interior is just absolutely stunning. It's like this stone gray bluish leather with these white piping inserts. Absolutely incredible. One of my favorite interiors I've seen, and especially on the GTC4 Lusso, where you have the 2 seats in the back and the front seats, more of that spec. This is one of my favorites of the more simpler specs. Yeah, what do you guys think about this one? One of my favorites for this first 10. Great. the record breaker. This one is inspired by the 340 Mille Miglia Vignale Spider 1953. Spec where we're introduced with a racing stripe. This is a dark blue with an all-white racing stripe down the center of the car, and on the 488, the little insert on the intake on the back of the car, that is probably carbon fiber, looks black. I'm assuming it's carbon fiber, that insert, and the interior is a dark blue. Very interesting, dark blue leather. I really like it. Yeah, what do you guys think? Coming in at number 9, we have the White Spider. This one is inspired by the 375 Pininfarina Spider, 1953. Dual stripe this time. From the last one it was a single white stripe. This is a dual blue stripe down the center of the all white paint job, and with contrast to the interior and the white paint job, the interior is all blue, just like the stripes going down the center of the car. Absolutely love this spec too. The blue leather interior, it might be Alcantara, I have no clue because they're just renderings basically. I really like this one, just like the last all-white spec we looked at. What do you guys think? At number 10, the last car we'll be looking at today. This one is called the Grand Tourer, inspired by the 250 Europa Vignale Coupe 1953. It's more like a bicolore in a sense, because it's the two-tone. Full body is on like a brown goldish copper, can't really tell from the shots, and then when it goes into the A-pillars it starts to go into this darker brown. I'm not sure if it's a red or... Very interesting. You can make your own assumptions on what the color is for this one, and along with that two-tone exterior paint job, the interior also has the tan seats with that red or brown piping throughout the whole thing. Very interesting spec. And that's going to be it for the first 10 70th anniversario paint jobs slash specs. It's more of a full car spec in a sense. So what do you guys think of these first 10? And if you like this, just let me know and I'll continue with the series, and for the next 6 episodes we'll look at the next 60 liveries. Alright, so if you like this video, drop a like, comment what your favorite spec was this one, and let me know if you want me to continue with going over these 70 paint job slash specs, and I will catch you in the next episode if you want me to continue with this series.